So I think my last tier list was kind of a hit. I think people really enjoyed that video. So in today's video, I'm going to make another one. And today we're going to talk about the dumbest characters of JJK. And no, I don't mean the characters Gege created are dumb, although some of them really are. I mean, some of these drooling, mouth-breathing half-wits are actual Jujutsu sorcerers or even sentient curses. In today's tier list, I'm going to put some of our dumbest characters onto the same list. The categories are as follows: actually the dumbest characters, mom and dad are siblings, pretty stupid, and room temp intellect. Let's get into it. So starting off, this is going to piss off a lot of you, and we're starting off with the cone-headed curse Jogo. Mr. Yapper, why would you put this amazing character into a stupid tier list? Well, let me tell you. First of all, Jogo was told by Kenjaku himself that he has about 8 to 9 fingers in terms of Sukuna's strength. This guy says that's plenty, and that's enough for me to put him really high on this tier list, but let's keep going. This dude, even after being warned by Kenjaku that Gojo is strong, still decides to sneak attack him out of nowhere, and he is nowhere comparable to Gojo's strength. Even though Jogo is one of the strongest curses, and characters for that matter, in JJK, he still stands no chance against Gojo, and still, for no reason pretty much, goes to attack Gojo. Understandably, he has to go for a sneak attack, although if he was actually smart, he would not have attacked at all. It also seems like for the first time Jogo meets Gojo, he has no concept of infinity, trying to blitz him with volcanoes and his ember insects. Quick to declare victory over Gojo after he burned his head, but then they get a little intimate and Jogo gets a little infinity lesson. Jogo is also clearly an idiot for refusing Gojo's proposal to hold hands. Jogo then receives an ass beating from Gojo. Kenjaku literally told Jogo that he would die if he went to fight Gojo, but this nitwit went anyways. He thinks his domain expansion is the solution to defeating Gojo, who of course opens his own domain to instantly neg-diff Jogo. He really had no plan and just came in on the strongest sorcerer. I mean, this is like me pulling up to like LeBron's house and asking him to 1v1 and just getting my ass beat. But this is not the only instance of Jogo being really dumb. During Shibuya, Jogo wakes up Sukuna out of Yuji's body, and he doesn't really know if he's going to work with them, but he kind of seems like he's assuming that Sukuna is going to work with them. This, of course, is not true, and of course he gets in a fight with Sukuna, and people really glaze Jogo for this. You know, he fought 2 of the strongest sorcerers, but honestly, both cases were his doing, and of course the second one being his ultimate downfall. So with these 2 fumbles, I think Jogo belongs up in the mom and dad are siblings tier. Next dummy on the list has got to be Angel and Hannah. I'm combining them into one. Her single fumble is going to absolutely cook her character in the eyes of many fans. Hannah is much more concerned about not hurting Megumi than eradicating Sukuna, who was immediately in her range of Jacob's ladder. In the middle of Jacob's ladder, she lets up, immediately following Sukuna's bluff. All this dude had to say is, "I remember now," mog a little bit, and reach out for her hand. There is many valid reasons why this scene gets shit on, but it's mostly due to Hannah's stupidity. I mean, Sukuna still literally has most of the markings on his body. Laughs maniacally as he tricked her so easily, rips her arm off, and throws her right up in the actual dumbest character too. Next character is Momo. She doesn't really do anything overly stupid per se. I cannot get her wind scythe attack out of my mind. That literally did nothing. It was just like a light breeze to Kenjaku and Urame. One of the strongest and most feared sorcerers in history was standing right in front of you, and this idiot decides to slap him with some wind. Like, really, what do you think you were gonna do? Straight to the pretty stupid tier, but pretty easy one to put here. Similar to Momo, Miwa saw Kenjaku and powered up for her big moment, vowing to never swing a sword again if this move had landed. And what do you know? Kenjaku blocks her sword with his bare hands in an equally stupid move, wastes his maximum Uzumaki on Miwa, who literally cannot do anything anymore. She forces Kusakabe, the goat, into danger because of this. Easy, pretty stupid tier here, but again, not really her fault per se. Next character on the list is Haruta. This guy is so dumb that he literally does not know what his curse technique is or how it works. He relies solely on this curse tool to inflict most of his damage. Along with this, he actively searches for weaker opponents because he's a coward. I guess this is not necessarily a dumb thing, but this idiot just relies on his ability, basically being luck, to survive encounters with much stronger people like Nanami. He also ends up going after a weakened Megumi, who of course summons Maharaga in a suicide attempt. If he hadn't toyed with Megumi and just killed him right off the bat, he would have been able to get out of this scenario. The final mistake this guy makes is after Sukuna lets him live, which is like one of the rarest things to ever happen, is him letting someone live. But Haruta decides to run away and be extremely annoying And a lot of people think Sukuna kills him here, but I actually think it's just because the domain is kind of cooling down. Malevolent Shrine is still slicing things up. So this idiot literally kills himself by running straight into an open domain. And just like that, he's gone. Next, I want to talk about Takaba. He is one of the strongest characters in all of JJK for whatever reason. I mean, comedy is a broken ability. Anything he finds funny can become real and reality, and he doesn't like blood or gore, so he's mostly focused on trying to make people laugh and just have a good time. And that makes him kind of stupid as a sorcerer, but as a person, great person and great comedian. But he doesn't really know how his ability works, and I'm not even sure he knows he has an ability. But he is extremely strong because he doesn't find getting hurt funny, so he's not going to get hurt, but he doesn't want to hurt other people. So when he fights Kenjaku, he does nothing to hurt him, but he stalls him and gives enough time for Yuta to come out of nowhere and do the sneak attack. So I think Takaba belongs somewhere on the pretty stupid tier. So now I want to spam fill a little bit here, so I'm going to put Ryu at room temp IQ, because all he really wants is to battle and fight. He does try to get in Sukuna's way at one point, so that's pretty dumb of him, but yeah, room temp feels right there. Gakuganji is going at pretty stupid, just because of how he killed Yaga and kind of believed everything the higher-ups said about the Shibuya incident. It just seems like he should have known better, but I know he doesn't like Gojo. And Mai's going at the room temp IQ because all she really does is try to shoot people, and I feel like she doesn't make overall that smart of decisions. So the next person I want to talk about is Granny Ogami, who brings back Toji in the Shibuya incident. She brings him back purely for the purposes of going around and killing different sorcerers, and little did she know is he would overpower her grandson's body and go to kill her herself. An ability that revolves around bringing back the dead, I feel like you have to be way more careful with who you bring back, especially someone with the strength of Toji. She probably should have taken this into account, and she really thought he would listen to her, even though she assumed that, her grandson's soul would still be in control, or I guess his body would be in control of Toji's soul. Kind of confusing, but she was very confused when Toji took over because his body was so strong, and yeah, he ends up killing her. And I think this is just a really stupid decision on her part, so she's going up into the mom and dad are siblings tier. So I know there are plenty of other stupid characters I need to get on this list, so let me know if you'd like a part 2 of this in the future. I kind of enjoyed making this, and I like talking about dumb decisions. I know for a fact there are some obvious characters that I missed, so please let me know who I missed so I can add them in the future. But yeah, sorry I haven't been getting videos out for you guys too much recently. I've been pretty busy at work, and I want to make more videos, but haven't had the time. So thought I'd get a quick one out for you guys today. And of course, if you enjoyed, let me know, hit the subscribe and like, do whatever. And yeah, let me know what you want to see next. I definitely need ideas now that JJK is over. So yeah, appreciate you guys a lot, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.